Everyone, and welcome to a new series for this channel called The Games Must Go On. In this series, I will be recapping a challenge on this channel. This episode will be on Super Mario Galaxy without power-ups, so let's go! Oh yeah, and I'm doing this with Mario and not Luigi. First of all, I need to explain what a power-up is. A power-up is something that physically changes Mario or his clothes. An example of this is the Boo Mushroom, Bee Mushroom, and Fire Flower. Now, things that Mario gets attached to do not count as power-ups. Those are the things like the Rolling Star Ball and the Manta Ray. And I also threw 1-ups and Life Mushrooms in there as power-ups as well because they physically add another Mario or increase the max health Mario has. And one last thing before we start, this run is not 100%, but we're going to get as many stars as we can. The first problem and potential run killer is the first star in Honey Hive Galaxy. It heavily relies on the Bee Mushroom in its second and third planets. Wait, did you see that? The star is on the first planet, but it's on top of a tree that's almost impossible to access. Notice I said almost. And that it's time to introduce you to a new technique, that being a BSJ. What is a BSJ, you might be asking? Well, my friend, a BSJ is a backwards slope jump. This is how to perform it. You start by jumping on the slope in a way that causes you to start sliding normally, not on your belly. Next, push the control stick down the slope, jump, spin, and hold back up the slope on the control stick. Congratulations, you did a BSJ. Now, you can chain multiple BSJs to make your way up the first slope as well as the second a little later on. Here we must do a precise black flip in a precise location, following with a spin at the peak of that jump, a wall jump, and then hope that we make it onto the tree. Once up here, we continuously BSJ around the tree and go over the middle. This will allow us to slide down the tree on our belly at a higher speed than normal. Slide down the tree and hope for the best, as once we fall off of it, the camera shifts to a harder location. Then we need to spin and hold on that control stick in the right direction, while jump off another tree and BSJ up that one. And there you go. That's Honey Hive Galaxy's Star 1. Sadly though, while Honey Hive Galaxy 2 is possible, Honey Hive 3 is impossible. This is one of the many impossible stars. As you can see, one jump is just too far, and that makes the star impossible. While there are no problems in the fountain, there are problems in the kitchen, having two direct impossible stars. Those being the secret star in Beach Ball Galaxy, which requires you to wall jump up a waterfall with the Ice Flower, and the Ghostly Galaxy Star 1, which requires the Boo Mushroom to pass through two grates. Notice I said direct stars. Now that we have missed the first star in Ghostly Galaxy, we cannot collect any of the 6 stars in that galaxy. Also, we cannot collect any of the 3 Luigi stars because this is the star that unlocks them. And Luigi also has 1 star that is very useful, that being the green star. Without that 1 star, the Grand Trials are locked. This prevents 3 more stars. Essentially, 1/10 of this game is locked behind this star that we don't have access to. Now that the bad news is out of the way, we move on to the bedroom, where we can find an impossible star in Honey Climb because this level... no. Moving on to Freeze Flame Galaxy, it is assumed that the first star is impossible, But we have a little trick up our sleeves. If we skip all the way through the first area, we can make our way up to the Sling Star. But that doesn't help us because we can't land on the water sphere with the ice flower. But we have another trick up our sleeve. By going to the area with the Sling Star to the secret area, well, the secret area is impossible. That's not why we're here. We're here for the slope. This slope can be used for one reason. We can BSJ our way to the boss, which allows the star to be possible. Sadly, the second star is impossible, but you can get pretty close using tricks to make your way up to the star. Or at least up to the gate. Sadly, the gate is impossible to pass, so the star is impossible. Now it is time for the most tedious dome, the engine room. So what is so bad about the engine room? No star is as bad as Honey Hive. The problem is that 5 stars are a problem here. Those being Gold Leaf Stars 2 and 3, Sea Slide Star 3, and Toy Time 1 and 3. First up, Gold Leaf Star 2 is fine until the end. At the end, there are flower platforms that fall apart if you try to walk on them without the bee mushroom. There was a similar power-up in Super Mario Galaxy 2 called the Cloud Flower, giving Mario the ability to walk on clouds. Mayro SMM discovered that if you log jump on a cloud, you can actually jump off with it. So why am I telling you this? Because the same is true in Galaxy 1 with flowers. By long jumping across the flowers, you can actually make your way to the star with 6 perfect long jumps. The next star seems even more difficult, being that it requires you to jump across clouds as Bee Mushroom, but this star is one of the easier stars here. What is interesting about the first section is that you can skip it easily by walking up the slope. The section and after requires more cloud jumps, but by long jumping from the top of a tree to the wood, you can skip the second section as well. Now you make it to the third section, where you have to climb up a tower. This section seems like it would be difficult, but again, it's completely skippable, allowing us to fight the boss and move to Sea Slide. Sea Slide Galaxy has one problem in Star 3 where you have to collect silver stars with the bee mushroom. Thankfully, most aren't that bad. Notice I say most. One silver star is on top of a tree that you can climb by, well, climbing onto it and doing a precise long jump and spin in the middle of the tree to make your way up to the star. Next up is Toy Time Galaxy with the Spring Mushroom, which by using cool flips we can skip it easily. Although Star Free is impossible to do without the Spring Mushroom, Star Free features a wall that's just too high for Mario to make. Mayro SMM did prove the star is possible with Luigi, but I was using Mario for this run, so that was off the table. This makes Star Free impossible. Now we are in the home stretch. All we have left is the gate. Yeah, no. And the garden, which only features one challenge in Deep Dark Galaxy. It is our old friend, the gate. Thankfully, we can skip this gate because of the cannon shooting us over the wall. And then, we're done. We can go ahead and go fight Bowser at the center of the universe and finish the game. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.